Welcome to our 1225 First Four News Conference here in Blacksburg. Our Wednesday night affair will feature 12th-seeded Vanderbilt taking on 12th-seeded Columbia. We are joined by our Vanderbilt student athletes, Jordyn Cambridge, far side of the table, Iyana Moore in the middle, Sacha Washington closest to me. Vanderbilt finished 22-9 overall, 9-7 in the SEC, coming into NCAA tournament play. As a courtesy to everybody in the room, as well as the student athletes, please silence your cell phones at this time. When you ask a question, provide your name and your media affiliation each time you ask a question during press conferences. We are on Zoom today, so if you are joining on Zoom, please use the chat function and we will address questions in the room first and then get to you on Zoom as time allows. Recording press conferences, video recordings of press conferences are prohibited inside the press conference room. To receive a copy of today's press conference, go to ncaa.veritone.com. We will open it up to questions for the Vanderbilt student athletes. And we will have a microphone going around the room. We'll bring it to the front here.
Hi, Chris Kasky, Vanderbilt SID. This question is for Jordyn Cambridge. Jordyn, just how much does getting to the NCAA tournament in your final year at Vanderbilt mean to you after everything you've gone through with missing 2 seasons with the injuries and being in college for 6 years, being the first 6-year Commodore? How does it feel to just end your story here in the NCAA tournament?
It feels amazing. I have obviously been waiting for this moment for a very long time, and I think it's amazing that I get to go out with a bang and do it with my teammates in my final year of basketball, and I just can't wait to play tomorrow and keep playing on after that. It's really special, and I'm really excited for it.
Chris, do you want to go again?
This question is for Sacha Washington. Sacha, this is a familiar foe that you're going to have in the first 4 game against Columbia. It's a team you all played last season in New York City. Just how much do you think that familiarity with them and that proximity of your last game is going to help you all prepare for this game?
Yeah, so we're just excited to play them. We know that we've matched up with them well in the past, and we're going to match up with them well again. And we're just excited, and we've prepared, and we've come ready. So I think it'll be really good for us.
Iyana, you're from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, really close to Nashville. You've grown up watching this program play in the NCAA tournament, win games in the NCAA tournament. How much does it mean to you, being from Middle Tennessee, to help Vanderbilt get back into the NCAA tournament for the first time in a decade?
It means a lot. It's the main reason I came to Vanderbilt, to help rebuild a program, and to see us go into the NCAA tournament with people that I love. It's like a really great feeling. I've never had it. I have nerves. I'm just really excited to be here.
Love you too, Iyana.
I'll ask a question here. I think in an era of college basketball where movement between schools is the norm, the transfer portal is wide open, you three are really a testament to staying in a program, building a culture, and now being rewarded here in the NCAA tournament. What does that continuity for you all mean, and to see this moment for your program that you've worked hard for? We'll start here on the near side.
Yeah, just knowing, like, the 3 of us, when we all got here, I know that we had a vision, we had a plan, and just sticking to that and seeing it come through is really just the best thing, because, every place has its ups and downs, but just staying true to what the vision has planned, it's been awesome for us.
Iyana?
Yeah, to piggyback off what Sacha said, we knew what it was when we came into this program. We knew we wanted to be a part of a rebuilding program. And just for us to be a part of something that's very special, coming back to the NCAA tournament after a couple of years, it's just a really good feeling, especially with these people that I know. Like, we put blood, sweat, and tears into it. And it's just really cool to come back and do it on a big stage.
Jordyn?
Yeah, they really hit it on the head, but also to add to that, especially for me, Nashville is my city. It's my hometown. And Vanderbilt is just a great university. And when I think about my life beyond basketball, there's no better place I'd rather be to set myself up to do the things I want to do, accomplish the things I want to accomplish in life. So there's no reason to go anywhere else, because it doesn't get much better than the basketball, the city, and the university.
We have a Zoom question, so we will answer that Zoom question. And I will unmute
Andrew Wilf, Vanderbilt Hustler. Jordyn, can you talk about I know you spoke briefly about coming here and building this program, but can you talk about the emotions you all had and the entire team had Sunday, and just to hear your name, your team's name being called?
First, it was amazing to even be able to have a watch party for something like this. Obviously, it was my first time doing it. Honestly, my heart was racing the whole entire time sitting on the couch. I'm just like, okay, when's our name gonna get called? But it was exciting when they finally called our name. I just remember just being like so ecstatic, jumping up and down, celebrating with my team, and the fact that, again, I get to do this in my final year, it's amazing. And I'm excited to be here with my teammates. I'm excited to be here with our coaches, and I'm excited to see how far we go.
Another Zoom question coming in here.
Hey, it's Paul Scrabina from the Tennessee, and I'm pinch hitting for Aria, who's on the road to see you guys. Iyana, I noticed when you guys came into the room that you were singing, looking pretty relaxed. How relaxed do you feel as relaxed as you look?
Yeah, I mean, we worked really hard to get here. No one thought we could get here, so I feel like I'm real relaxed. We just got something to prove, and like everybody in the room believes that we can do what we can do. So we just go out there and do it.
Which song were you singing?
It's called Secrets.
Okay.
Anything else, Paul?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. Elena on Zoom, I will unmute you. You can go ahead.
Iyana, I'm curious what you think of Columbia and how you guys match up with them, considering they're a really guard-heavy team. Just what do you look forward to against playing these really good guards tomorrow?
I think just keeping the main thing, and that's focusing on us, going out there prepared, having our game plan well executed, knowing personnel, keeping ourselves together, but just really focusing on ourselves. I think that's the biggest part. Never really looking too deep into what they do. As long as we keep ourselves together, collected, focused, knowing personnel, knowing scout, we'll be good.
I will have some additional folks to allow into the Zoom if you give me just a moment. Well, while we're figuring that out, I have a question, and we'll stay here with you two. Coach Ralph has a long championship pedigree coming here and building a program. What lessons has she imparted on you about getting to this moment and performing in an NCAA tournament setting?
There's so many. I mean, I feel like every day we learn something different, and I think like the biggest things is if you want to be a competitor, you have to compete every single day. You have to show up every single day. You have to be the player that you want to be every single day. You have to be a good teammate, and you just have to show up for your team, because at the end of the day, like, you can get yourself where you want to be, but only you can believe that, and it only goes how far you believe it. So I think that's just the biggest thing that I've learned. I know she's pushed me way out of my comfort zone and taught me so many things. So
Sure. Iyana?
The biggest thing I think is she taught us like energy and effort really can go a long way. As long as we have those two things, win or losing, we never want to say, oh, they beat us. We want to say we gave a hard fight, things like that. So she really just taught us that having energy and effort, playing hard, playing for each other will take us a long way.
Jordyn, this question is for you. What's the best defensive advice you've ever gotten to become the player you've become?
That's a great question. Honestly, it's kind of one of those things where, to me, defense is a mindset. It's nothing that is physical. Obviously, knowing personnel helps a lot, but it's kind of just like if you want to do it, you do it. And it sounds like easier said than done, obviously, but for me, it just kind of happens like that. So I feel like my coaches is being like, you know what you do, we know what you do, just go out there and do it. I know it sounds really simple, but that's just how it is for me. There's no strategy behind it. I just kind of go out there and say, I don't want you to score on me, so I'm going to do everything to not allow you to score on me. So
You live it, and it's been passed down to you as well.
that too. It's also in my bloodline. So
Any other questions for our Vanderbilt student athletes, including on Zoom? We'll go to Chris here from WSMV. I will allow you to talk, and you are unmuted, Chris.
Great. One question for any of the girls, really. Coach Ralph on Sunday night talked about how this group, she talked to you guys about how this group is the one that laid the foundation for what's to come success-wise with the program. Just curious how much pride you guys take in that, of being kind of the cornerstones for the trajectory of this program possibly going upward.
Obviously, there's a lot of pride in that, and we obviously know where we came from. So obviously I've been here the longest, so I know where I came from the beginning to where I am now. And then obviously when they came in 2 years or 3 years after I'd already been here. Anyway, obviously it's prideful, but we also know that we've put in a lot of work to get here, and we didn't just kind of like wake up one day and be like, oh yeah, we're in the NCAA tournament for the first time in a decade. It didn't just happen. So obviously there's a process, and obviously, you know, it's very prideful to know that we helped Vanderbilt get to where it is today. But the process, I think, is what's most important to like all of us, because we can look back and say, wow, we started here, but look at us now, and look where we're going to continue to go.
Any other questions on Zoom or in the room for our Vanderbilt student athletes?